Welcome back to another episode of the Inquisitive Mamba podcast. I hope everyone is having a great day, great night, wherever you are around the world. This is episode 159. I got my co-host Ethan, the Couch Reports, back with me. Super excited to record for you guys tonight. A lot is going on in college football this past weekend. A lot is going on in the NFL. Maxx Crosby trade rumors. Is he going to get traded? Who knows? That's a topic we'll get into as well. Billy Napier being fired by the Florida Gators. That's a big one there. Question mark. Lane Kiffin potentially to the Florida Gators. Who knows? We talked about James Franklin's firing last week on the podcast. The Dodgers and the Blue Jays and the World Series this Friday night, the Fall Classic. We got a lot to get into in tonight's show, but before we officially get started, make sure to follow the Inquisitive Mamba podcast on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts. Make sure to follow Ethan's TikTok, The Couch Reports, as well. Ethan's Birds beating the Minnesota Vikings this past Sunday. Ooh, what a game that was. Jalen Hurts silencing all the doubters. My Patriots, 5-2. Some may say they could be the best team in the AFC. Who knows? But make sure to follow us on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts. We got a lot to get into on tonight's show. Like, there's a lot. Like, there really is. So, but we'll just talk about our weekend and go from there. So, Ethan, how was your weekend?
It was pretty good. Didn't get to watch much college ball. I was working the Cal versus UNC game.
Okay. Belichick.
Yeah, got to see
Kendrick
Bill
Bourne.
Belichick up close and personal. Saw Joe Shine there, Giants GM.
Okay.
And then saw Marshawn Lynch. And there's another guy. I've seen him on the networks before. I just don't know his name. Like, faces, I'm very good with faces. I'm just not good with names.
You had a good time? You had a good time doing that?
What about you?
That's awesome. I traveled here to Maryland to see my dad for the weekend. I'm still here right now. Changed the scenery from Florida. I got the news that Billy Napier was fired from the Florida Gators on Sunday, which we're going to get into as well. So I was excited. I was excited about that. We'll get into it. We'll get into it. Ole Miss beating Georgia. I watched that game. The Gators barely survived Mississippi State. That was embarrassing to watch. Florida State losing to Stanford. I watched that game as well. Didn't catch a whole lot of NFL because I was traveling on Sunday. But for the most part, I had a pretty solid weekend, coming up here, and I'm here.
How's the weather?
It's like 60, 65. It's beautiful during the day. In the morning time, it's fucking freezing, but
my second question is, I've never been to Maryland, but I know they're known for their crab cakes. Have you had them yet?
No, I actually haven't. I have not had Maryland's crab cakes. I'm not a big seafood guy. I think we've talked about that before.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
But I mean, unfortunately, there's so much to get into that we have to talk about. We got the AP top 25 shakeup. Ohio State. Maybe I'm becoming the biggest Ohio State hater there is. I don't know, but I don't know.
You're the biggest hater. You're hating them more than I hate them. That's crazy.
You hate Ohio State not as much as I hate Ohio State.
Ohio State ruined my New Year's. Ruined my year.
Oh well, yeah, so. They beat BTA you guys in the Rose Bowl last year.
Yeah, they humiliated us.
Yeah, but that was last year though. This is this year. Let's talk about this year. Well, Of course, we got to talk about Miami with Louisville. Of course, Miami losing to Louisville 24-21. I will take the runt. The Miami Hurricanes losing to the Louisville Cardinals 24-21. I got absolutely shafted on social media, and I deserve it. That's what happens when you talk about this kind of stuff. But that was tough. That really was. Carson Beck, 4 interceptions. Watching that game was really rough. He turned back into the Carson Beck that I saw last year at Georgia when he was shaky. The Ole Miss game last year, some of the other games that he participated in that he didn't look good.
Yeah.
But man, Indiana at number 2 now. That's a big spot there. Indiana, Oregon, Ohio State, the Big Ten. We talked about last week with the Big Ten and the SEC. Yeah, Cignetti getting extended. No, Cignetti wasn't leaving Indiana. You and I both knew that. He wasn't going anywhere. He wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I want to talk about this here about Ohio State. Their fans are the biggest homers in college football. They won the national championship last year. This is their first national championship in 10 years. And all of a sudden they're back on the map and they think they're the greatest thing since sliced bread. Like, I don't think they realize their cupcake schedule that they've played. There was a guy who tried telling me earlier today, we went to the West Coast and we beat Washington. They've won 22 straight home games. Washington? The same one that Michigan beat Washington? That Washington? Really? They're that good? It's insane that Ohio State fans, and they're trying to tell me that Julian Sain is the best quarterback in the country. Julian Sain has played great, but what competition has he gone up against? I understand Ohio State played Texas week 1. I get that. But you're telling me we're not going to know how good this Ohio State team is really, like officially, until they play an Oregon or Indiana in the Big Ten championship. Okay, yeah, we know they're a really good team, but they won't be tested until they play in the Big Ten championship. That's what we'll know. Ohio State fans try to sit here and tell me that they're the best team in the country. I want to see Ohio State play in the SEC and play the schedule that Florida's had to play, Alabama's had to play, and tell me if they have more than one loss, because they would have at least 2 losses if they were to play in the SEC.
2?
Look at the schedule.
Isn't that the best defense right now?
Who have they played? Can you tell me who have they played that's worth a damn? Outside of Texas week 1, who have they? Illinois? Alabama and Georgia would beat Illinois
I hear you, but
Oregon and Indiana. Well, you saw what Indiana did to Illinois.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So how is that's what I'm trying to say, is that
they haven't faced a top 10 competition.
No, they have not.
And everyone knows the Texas Longhorns were overrated.
Overrated. Texas Longhorns over the Florida Gators beat Texas. Well, how about Vanderbilt beating LSU at home, their first time in over 20 years? Vanderbilt's top 10 in the country now, and Diego Pavia is playing.
What's going on with LSU? Oh my goodness!
I said beginning of the season. I said beginning of this season. Well, it's Brian Kelly more than anything. I said at the beginning of the season that LSU was arguably the best team in the country, and they looked like it. But right now, most dominant team in college football right now, I guess if you want to give the nod to Ohio State because they're number 1 and they haven't lost, but Indiana's looked good. Alabama's looked good. I mean, Alabama's really turned a corner since week 1. Yes, they lost to Florida State, but that was also week 1, mind you. So, and since then they have Ty Simpson right now, the Heisman right now. It was Carson Beck, but he laid an egg against
over
Louisville.
Mendoza.
Oh yeah, it's Ty Simpson's the Heisman right now.
Wow, I don't watch enough SEC ball. I have to up my knowledge.
Ty Simpson right now is the Heisman. 16 touchdowns, 1 interception. Okay, there we go. The quality's much better that way. I had to lower the camera. So yeah, Louisville shocked Miami. Do I think Miami's still a top team in the country? Yeah, they can. Yes, they ran into a good Louisville team. It's an ACC matchup. Miami's going to be there in the end, but it's going to be about how Carson Beck can play down the stretch. That's what it's going to come down to.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to get you to start watching more college ball because it's getting good here. But this is
I watch my Ducks.
This is my biggest thing that I took away from the game. Carson Beck, for example, you threw your receiver under the bus and saying it was a miscommunication. How about you just take ownership that you were the one that threw 4 interceptions in the game? How about you were the one that you take the blame? You were the reason why they lost the game. Defense played good. You only gave up 24 points to Louisville. Maybe that's a lot, but still, Carson Beck was the reason why they lost that game. He should be the one taking ownership and accountability for his play on the field. 4 interceptions.
And he's an older player too.
Yeah, we've had that conversation. We had that conversation a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Well, aside from all that,
talk about your Gators.
Maybe one of the highlights of the show. One of my friends, Zach McKee, he said to me, make sure Ethan asks you what you think. Should the Gators hire Dabo Swinney when they fire Billy Napier? And you know exactly what my reaction is.
He was so happy when you heard that, huh? You were just so happy.
Oh, it was a Sunday afternoon. I was jumping for joy. I knew it was going to happen. I knew Saturday after the game, I was like, there's no way he's coming back. Oh, I knew because they had reports about it a few days ago. Earlier last week, they were saying that he's getting fired. Billy Napier's getting fired either he's getting fired if they lose or win.
Mm.
His time was way too long in Gainesville. There's only one answer for the Gators that they should hire, and you know who that is. It's Lane Kiffin. That's the only answer that's who it should be. Lane Kiffin should be the head coach of the Florida Gators next season. They tried to get him last year. It didn't work out, but now the runway is clear. It is perfect for him to land.
I have a question. I don't watch enough college football, but I do keep up with college news.
Mm-hmm.
They say that because LSU lost,
Brian
Kelly might go out, right?
No.
Hypothetically, if you're Lane Kiffin though, is LSU is a better destination than Florida?
Whoa, wait. Why would Lane Kiffin? So you're telling me LSU would get rid of Brian Kelly for Lane Kiffin? That would make zero sense.
Makes zero sense. Okay, I was just wondering. I saw that on a lot of.
I don't see that. The Gators, if they don't hire Lane Kiffin, I don't know who they would hire. I hope to God it's not John Gruden. That John Gruden is absolute baggage for Florida.
John Gruden fits Penn State more.
John Gruden doesn't fit a top program. He fits a lower tier school. Tulsa, UAB, a school like that. No, he is not fit to coach Penn State. Absolutely not. You can't just give a coach that kind of opportunity like that. John Gruden, he's never coached at the collegiate level. Yes, he coached in the NFL for the Buccaneers, but it's been way too long. He's been way too No. They need to hire a guy with a proven track record, not
James
John
Franklin.
Gruden. Yeah, no, Florida. I pray Florida doesn't hire James Franklin.
He's good at recruiting and developing.
Great, but he can't win in the Big Ten. Everyone was trying to tell me, but James Franklin can win in the SEC because the two back-to-back 9-win seasons in Vanderbilt. That was 10 years ago. Almost 11, 12 years. No.
If it's not Lane, who is it?
If it's not Lane Kiffin, obviously it's not Marcus Freeman.
No.
If it's not any of those guys, I mean, I got a list here. You got you could have Brent Key from Georgia Tech. You could have Rhett Lashley from SMU. The Florida Gators need to hire a home run guy, a guy with a proven track record, a guy that you think that can bring you back on the map, because this has not been the Florida Gators standard. Billy Napier had one of the worst records in Florida history. He was 22-23. It wasn't working out. They pulled the plug when they needed to.
So you want a proven head coach over an up and coming one?
Yeah, absolutely. Because look what they just did with Billy Napier last year, or when he first got hired. He wasn't proving anything.
Okay, noted.
He wasn't. Napier wasn't proving anything.
Well, I'm just throwing it out there. I hope that Dallas Wilson, it comes to his senses, comes back.
I don't know if Dallas Wilson's going to stay. I really don't. I mean, I don't know how you can. I don't know. It remains to be seen if DJ Lagway stays, which they said nobody's bigger than the logo, which I totally understand that. But yeah, something's got to change. The Gators, the best decision they can do is hire Lane Kiffin and have him be the next head coach, because I think you saw what he did with Jackson Dart at Ole Miss. You saw what he's doing with this Ole Miss team here with not as much talent as the Florida Gators have compared to what Ole Miss has. And you saw them just beat. Actually, they lost. Actually, Georgia beat Ole Miss because they came back. That's right. Yeah, last weekend.
I saw Washington's head coach being a name that's floating around all the big.
Jed Fish? No, I don't want him. No. The Gators need a head coach that has been in the SEC, that understands the SEC, not an outside guy. A guy that you have the confidence where the NIL money and you can recruit, and that guy is Lane Kiffin. The Lane train needs to come to Gainesville. It would make total sense. It'd be a perfect fit. And I remember you asked me, why would he leave Ole Miss to go to Florida? Well, 1, better resources. 2, NIL. 3, more recruiting for players. And
the prospects in Florida,
in Gainesville, the Gators are a way bigger program than Ole Miss, and way more money. Like I said, resources. I think it would make total sense. I could totally see it happening. I really hope it does. But anyways, yeah, Billy Napier, that time is over. 22-23, $21 million buyout, marking the worst percentage for a Florida coach since 1950. 1950.
Damn.
Yeah. So let's go to this one here. Mike Norvell be staying with Florida State after losing to Stanford this past weekend. Well, that was an embarrassing loss for Florida State. It really was. But the reason why Florida State's not firing Mike Norvell right now is because the buyout. His staff is owed $100 million and he's owed $60 million.
Jesus Christ.
So they're going to pull the plug after this season. There's no way Florida State can bring back Mike Norvell after this season. There's no way. You have to put your program back on the map. I don't know what coach it'll be. Hopefully it's not Dabo Swinney for their luck. And I'm really glad the Gators, I'm really hoping the Gators don't hire Dabo Swinney. He doesn't want to use NIL. He doesn't want to use the transfer portal. Do I want who?
Mike Norvell. Or no?
Mike Norvell. Do I want Mike Norvell? Did you just ask me that?
Yeah, because I don't know much college ball, but I do know some of the head coaches. He is
no, absolutely not. No, look, he can't even win at. You can't even win at Florida State. You think he's going to win at Florida, not the SEC? The best conference of college football.
Valid.
So, anyways, Florida State is going to be keeping Mike Norvell because of the buyout, but Florida State, to put themselves back on the map after this season, they've got to get rid of Mike Norvell. You've lost 4 straight games, and you started because you beat Alabama, of course, and then you were 3-0, and now you lost this game here, and now you're 3-4. Yeah, you've something's got to give. Something's got to give. After the season, he's got to go. There's no way they can retain him. There's no way. It's been an embarrassment with him there. They went 2-10 last year. I'm surprised they even brought him back last year. So we got some week 9 games coming up this weekend here. Texas A&M, LSU, that'll be a big game. That'll be a massive game. You have Texas A&M -2.5, and you got the Ole Miss Oklahoma game. You got Miami versus Stanford. They should kill them. Vanderbilt versus Missouri, that'll be a good game as well. Texas and Mississippi State, they should kill them. But yeah, that's the college football shakeup from the landscape this past weekend. Billy Napier being fired, Mike Norvell staying put. A lot going on. The Lane Kiffin rumors have already started. I saw a thing about Marcus Freeman declined Florida, which it would make 0 sense for Marcus Freeman to go to Florida. Why would you leave Notre Dame to go to Florida when you have an easy schedule and the pressure is less, I feel like, over there than it would be in Florida? People tend to forget the Florida job isn't an easy job to take. They're one of the biggest brands in college football. Yeah, they haven't won anything in years since the Urban Meyer, Tim Tebow days, but it's not an easy job to just go and take. You're taking a lot of pressure, and that goes with any job with college football. But the program like that, it remains to be seen. We'll see what direction they go, and obviously they're going with the interim coach the rest of the way with Billy Gonzalez. But I love it. I love it. I'm glad they got rid of Napier. I think it made total sense. I'm glad they pulled the plug now, and instead of waiting until the end of the season, they had to do it. The way that they beat Mississippi State was embarrassing. They won off a
interception,
defensive lineman interception. Yeah. I know I was excited, but they had to get rid of him. So week 7 NFL scores: the Icy Hot Bowl, the Unk Bowl with Aaron Rodgers and Joe Flacco.
Woo! Joe Burrow.
That game.
We'll
run down the scores. We'll run down the scores quickly because we got a lot to get into still. Rams beating the Jags 35-7. Bengals beating the Steelers 33-31. That was a hell of a game on Thursday night. I don't think anybody expected that to happen, but Joe Flacco turned back the clock. Patriots beating the Titans 31-13. Drake Maye has put himself in the MVP conversation. He very well is. And we didn't get a chance to talk about you and I last week, but Brian Callahan being fired by the Tennessee Titans that made total sense by them. Remains to be seen what they'll do the rest of the way and this offseason coming up, because we'll talk about that at a later date. The Saints losing to the Bears 26-14. The Bears winning 4 straight games. Ooh, the Bears. Oh my God. Dolphins, Browns. We'll talk about Tua and Mike McDaniel and that whole thing there. Panthers beating the Jets. Eagles, Vikings. Your Eagles beating the Vikings 28-22. Jalen Hurts with what? Didn't he have a perfect
the only quarterback
passer rating?
We'll talk about it.
Briefly. Perfect passer rating. Yeah, but you went up against Carson Wentz though too. So
top 3 defense. I didn't know Carson Wentz.
Hey, Jalen Hurts answered the bell last game. That was a big game for them. Yes, he did.
Thank God.
Raiders losing to Chiefs 31-0. The Raiders are an absolute mess. Broncos Giants game. That's a highlight game we'll talk about.
Yeah.
Colts beating the Chargers 38-24. Some may say the Colts may be the best team in the AFC through 7 weeks of football.
They are.
Yeah. However, I don't know. I don't know about that. But Commanders losing 22 to 40, 44 to 22 by the Cowboys. Dak Prescott playing like an MVP. Some may say the Cowboys have the best offense in the NFL, and Jaden Daniels is hurt again. Packers beating the Commanders 27-23. Micah Parsons with 3 sacks on the day, sealing a game-winning sack for them. Niners beating the Falcons. Mac Jones and Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey, man, he was a blessing to watch in that Sunday night game. Wow.
Best running back right
now. Lions beating the Bucks. I eat my crow in this one. I said the Lions were gonna Bucks were gonna cover the spread. That did not happen. Seahawks. I didn't really get a chance to watch the Seahawks Texas game. It was so late. It was hard for me to watch. It was in East Coast, West Coast. It was tough to see. But all right, this one here is a good one because Mike McDaniel and the Miami Dolphins and Tua lost again to the Cleveland Browns 31-6. If the Miami Dolphins are smart the rest of the way, the best thing they can do is bench Tua. Like at this point, like it doesn't make any sense.
You have nothing to lose.
Him. You have nothing to lose. And I'm going to throw this out there right now. I think the Dolphins, you might call me crazy for this, but I think the Dolphins should take a flyer on Shedeur Sanders. I really do. You got nothing to lose. He's not doing anything in Cleveland. He's just sitting there. The season's over already. Put Tua on the bench, give Shedeur a shot, and let the rest of the season play out. And let's see if he's an actual quarterback one.
Why not? Who would the Browns have as backup?
You can get a guy from the practice squad.
That's not, they're not doing that.
All I'm saying is that you're not playing Shedeur, so why not trade him to a team where he can actually play?
He's developing
behind Dylan Gabriel?
Yes.
Really? Come on.
Yes.
He's not. No, listen.
He's developing.
Aside from that, did you see Tua's comments today?
Oh my goodness! Oh my god!
Why are they letting him talk anymore? I'm curious. Somebody mute his mic,
bro.
Seriously,
he's not PR trained anymore. Like there's something just not. Why?
Well, either there's something not right, or he just doesn't care at this point. Like the season's lost, and he knows at this point, like it's over. Right? That's what it seems like.
Why didn't you throw Jaylen Waddle the ball more? I couldn't see over the line. They're really tall.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So, okay. He threw 3 interceptions against the Browns. 3. They're 1-6 now. Why not?
Question.
Why not?
Who did you have winning prior to the game?
Who did I have winning to the game? Well, last week I said if the Dolphins win. I thought it was a toss-up game, but I didn't think it was going to be 31-6. Did you?
Yes, I did. I locked in the Browns. I trust the Browns way more than I trust the Dolphins.
All right, who's the worst team in the NFL right now?
The Jets.
Jets. But the Dolphins are in a close second. And the Dolphins win is only against the Jets. I didn't think the Dolphins would be this bad. I had them winning 10 games before this season started. I don't think anybody...
Raiders before Dolphins.
No, Jets are the worst team in the NFL. Jets are the worst team in the NFL.
No, Jets are the worst. I'm saying who's second worst.
Well, Titans. The Raiders have 2 wins. I would say the Dolphins. I really would say the Dolphins are worse than the Titans.
Really? They're 31?
Yeah.
Damn.
They lost 31-6 to the Browns.
The Browns have a top 5. The Browns have the best defense, in my opinion, in the NFL.
But their offense isn't that good.
Yeah, but most of this was like pick sixes.
I would take Cam Ward over Tua.
Yeah. But I would take the talent on the Dolphins over the Titans roster.
Defensively, the Titans have a better defense than the Dolphins.
Because the coaching staff in Miami is horrendous.
Horrendous. I mean, the Titans have an interim head coach that doesn't even want to be there.
True.
It was very obvious watching him during the game when he was interviewed. That was very obvious.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty funny.
Anyways, if you're telling me the Dolphins need to bench Tua, at this point it's over. The experiment is done.
What do you do with him?
You put him on the bench for the rest of the season, and then you get rid of him after the season.
You can't. It's like 45 million dead cap hit.
No. Wait. Okay, if there's a will, there's a way. They did this with Russell Wilson in Denver. Eat the cap and move on. You've made the mistake. You made your bed. Now you lie in it. Now
where does he go?
It's time to cut ties. He goes to another team as a backup.
Where? I'm asking.
Tua's not a starter in the NFL.
Damn.
What team is he starting on? You tell me. The Jets? They're not going to want him. They're going to want to go in a different direction. They're going to draft a quarterback.
If I was the Jets, rather swing my
The
chances.
Saints? The Saints?
No, I like Rattler more.
Okay, so that's my point. He's a backup at best. He's got zero mobility. He's already even admitted he can't see over the line.
He can start in the Jets.
He's injury prone. Oh, I'll take Justin Fields over Tua.
You're a liar.
No, I would. Justin Fields actually has mobility. Justin Fields
came and throw the ball.
Tua leads the NFL interceptions with 10 this year.
Oh yeah, he beat Geno. Yeah.
Okay, so that's my point. Tua is right now like the worst quarterback in the NFL next to Justin Fields and Geno Smith. I was trying to tell you that Geno Smith is not that good.
Oh my God, 67 yards, I think.
So that's what I'm saying. It's over. The experiment is over.
Are you happy as a Pats fan? Be honest.
No, I don't. I feel bad for Dolphins fans because my dad's a Dolphins fan. Most of my close friends are Dolphins fans. Like, I mean, the Dolphins haven't been good in years. They haven't won a playoff game since 2001.
Yeah.
And the reason why the Dolphins are this bad is because their owner doesn't care. They have a terrible GM in Chris Greer.
Mike McDaniel is way McDaniels already. They should have fired him.
They should have. There's something wrong. I personally don't think that Stephen Ross cares that much. I really don't. They sell tickets off the F1, the name, Miami, but something's got to give because at some point the fans are going to stop showing up to the games and you're not going to have any fans. And at some point you're going to have to fire McDaniel. You're going to have to fire Greer and you're going to have to restart all over again because this is just a mess.
Are you trading Jaylen Waddle?
Am I trading Jaylen Waddle?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, at this point, yeah, I'm going to see whatever I can get out of him. Why?
Devon A-Chain too?
At this point, you have to sit there and you have to go, do we just want to clean house and do we want to try to keep core guys that we have? Those are your two best offensive players. But if I can get a haul for them, I mean, a running back's a running back. A-Chan he's not a McCaffrey. He's not a Bijan Robinson. He's not a Gibbs. He's a good running back, but he's not on that level.
I think he's top 10.
Okay, great, but he's replaceable in the draft. If you can go get a first-round pick for A-Chan, you're not going to say no.
I hear you.
If they can get a first for him, but
I doubt it. Probably like a second.
Right. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Yes, I'm trading Jaylen Waddle if I can. Absolutely. A desperate team would take him.
The Giants?
The Giants want Jaylen Waddle, exactly.
Yeah.
They just need to clean house after this season and restart all over. Hit the reset button. Go into your iPhone settings and hit erase all content and settings and restart. That's exactly what they need to do.
Jesus Christ.
Seriously.
Okay.
And I know I've seen Chris Shula linked to the Dolphins, like a lot of the rumors and reports are saying that. If I'm Chris Shula, I'm not taking that job until Chris Greer is gone and they fix the front office and they clean house. I know Chris Shula is Don Shula's that's his grandfather and that was his grandson, and he's done a hell of a job with the Los Angeles Rams the past couple seasons with that defense. But if I'm him, that's a mess. Why the hell would I want to leave Paradise to go to that?
Agreed.
Why would I want to downgrade from a Range Rover to a Kia if I don't have to? For what reason? Yeah. No need to.
No one on that defense is like a Jared.
Yeah. No, let's talk about the Broncos and the Giants.
What are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, Jackson Dart is that guy. We know that now. And you have players like Nick Bonito even saying it, and Sean Payton even saying it as well. It's not Jackson Dart's fault, and you can blame him for that interception, but that's not the reason why they lost the game.
It's the
defense let them down, and that kicker, thank God he got cut. That was embarrassing. And I can't believe the Giants kept that kicker when they had Younghoe Koo on the practice squad. We all know Younghoe Koo is better than that clown. And Gano is still, I don't know if he came back from IR or he's still on IR, but that was embarrassing. And now you got to play your Birds this weekend. That was a winnable game. They should have won that game. They blew that game sky high. And Billy, of course, one of my best friends is a Giants fan, and that was hard to watch. I was on the plane when they came back. I was 19-8. I was watching, and I was like, "Oh, this game's over, man." Got a feel for the, I was like, "Oh man, they're gonna lose this game for Demaryius Thomas on his halftime ceremony. Rest in peace, Demaryius Thomas." And they came back and won 33-32. And you can blame the kicker for that loss, of course, because the 2 points on the board. But
defense.
The
You
defense blew
can't
it.
drop 8 into coverage and just have 3.
No,
That's and lose like that. It's
no,
crazy.
no, and you can't blame Jackson Dart for that loss. Jackson Dart's a bright spot of this team, and the Giants, I think they're ahead of schedule. I really do. I think Jackson Dart is somebody you can build around. I know it's been a couple games, and he's got to clean up a few things. Of course, he's very, he's very giddy in the pocket. But he's still learning and he's new. But I think the Giants will be good in the future with Jackson Dart. I really do. He looked good. I mean, he made the throws. He made good decisions minus the one interception that he had. And they're fun to watch, man. They really are. I'm excited to see how they play against your Birds this weekend. It'll be a good game. They already play. They're playing them again. They just played them.
Yeah, let's not talk about it. You jinx my team all the time.
We didn't talk about it last weekend, though. I didn't jinx.
Exactly. We won. Exactly. So we're gonna skip the Birds segment today. There's no way. You jinxed us twice. It's crazy.
We'll skip the Bird segment, but it's sticking on this Broncos Giants game. I want to talk about. What really? Yeah, I think you know exactly what I'm about to bring up. Russell Wilson and Sean Payton. Why is Sean Payton that petty? Russell Wilson doesn't even play for the Broncos anymore, and he's still living rent free in your head. You hate him that much.
He said he didn't mean to take a dig on him.
Oh, he's full of shit. He is full of shit. Sean Payton is the pettiest of petty. You and I both know he is full of it.
Was talking about the Bounty Gate needed though?
By Russell Wilson?
Yeah.
Did it not happen?
Yeah, but he tweeted about it. I was like, come on.
Well, I mean, I get it. Wilson fired back on Tuesday, calling Payton classless and accusing him of still bounty hunting.
Yeah.
His 2012 suspension, of course. But I mean, the fact that this is going on, and now, of course, today you saw with this whole thing. Here he goes. They found a little spark with that quarterback. I was talking to John Mara not too long ago, and I said we were hoping that change would have happened long after our game. So he obviously doesn't like Russell Wilson. We know that, but it's just very petty at the highest level. It's Belichick.
Did he lie?
Absolutely.
Did he lie?
Did he lie about what?
About Russell Wilson. They should have turned the page to Jackson Dart immediately.
I mean, you could have if you wanted to. I mean, I wouldn't say he's lying. He's not wrong, but Giants.
So he's not wrong.
No, but is there a reason that you need to say that?
You say it because I think it's obvious.
But you don't need to say it though, is what I'm saying.
Why?
You can just bypass. Well, you don't need to. You can bypass that.
No, I guess. I just feel like he spoke the truth, and people just hate the truth sometimes.
Well, of course, yeah. Nobody likes to hear the truth. Nobody. Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, Broncos honoring Demaryius Thomas with the emotional halftime tribute was really nice. I thought they were going to win the game because of you. I was like, they can't lose on Demaryius Thomas's day, and I thought it was really cool to see, and obviously, just like a touching tribute. And remember, I told you when I went to Denver for the Broncos game, they were talking about this, and they were going to have that ceremony. Or when I went to Denver before the season started, and we got to see the Super Bowl 50 little big sign that they had for the players, and it was cool. Like now when I watch the game or I see the clips and stuff, I'm like, oh, like we were there and stuff. So it was cool to see that you kind of full circle, you kind of reflect on it. It was cool to see. They capped off the 33-32 comeback win over the Giants, and it was special to see. I'm happy they won on Demaryius Thomas's day. I really do.
It was nice. There's a lot of symbolism throughout the entire game.
A lot of trash talk going on between the Giants and the Broncos before the game too.
Yeah, that was funny. They ducked though. I don't know if you heard. A lot of the Bronco players called out the Giants. They're like,
oh, they did.
Yeah, they're like, you're tripping all game. Why didn't I see you after the game to talk?
Yeah. How about Drake Maye breaking Tom Brady's completion record? Come on. Drake Maye right now, a lot of the analysts are saying this. They're not wrong. Drake Maye is playing like one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, and he's throwing the best deep ball in the NFL. Watch the tape. The tape doesn't lie.
Wait. You asked me earlier you told me earlier that Ohio State hasn't faced anybody. Who have the Pats faced this season?
Well, they beat the Bills, did they not?
The Bills, the same Bills that lost to Michael Penix.
But did they beat the Bills? Did they not? Aren't the Bills one of the best teams in the NFL?
The same one that has not been a team with a winning record.
Right. I'm with you 100%. I have not said the Patriots are one of the best teams in the NFL. Drake Maye is playing like
You think about it.
I said Drake Maye is playing like one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, which he is. You have to give him credit where credit is due.
I give him credit.
Let's see how he does against this Browns defense this weekend, right? That's fair to say. But you also have to remember, he also did go into Buffalo. They also went into Buffalo, and they beat Buffalo on the road. Yes.
I'm not upset that the Pats are getting their flowers. What I hate are the fans that are coming back because they haven't tasted a winning season since before Tom Brady's last year.
Well, that's not true because we went 10-7 with Mac Jones in the wild card year. In 2021.
Well, fine. Since then, I guess if you're counting,
right? It's been a couple years. It hasn't been that long. The drought hasn't been like Cleveland or the Jets or anything.
No. But still,
the Patriots are exceeding expectations. They're not supposed to be 5-2 right now. They're supposed to be
going 11-6 this season.
Well, you did, but most people didn't have them making the playoffs. We still don't. Who knows? We still
their roster. Not their roster. Their schedule is too easy. It's like a cakewalk.
Right now, it is.
The next 6 games are cakewalks.
Well, no, the Falcons.
The only competition is the Bucs.
The Falcons game won't be easy. The Falcons beat the Bills.
Are we talking about the same Michael Penix that you just watched?
Hey, I told you Michael Penix is a week-to-week case. You never know what you're going to get with him.
I guess.
It's a wild card. It's actually a little.
Where do you rank Drake Maye now?
Right now, playing
this season so far.
Oh, he's playing like a top 5 quarterback this season.
Is he not? Name the other quarterbacks you have over him.
Over him? Okay, Mahomes. Do you want to say Baker Mayfield? I still would say over
this Lions, is all Lions your game. Choice. This is your opinion.
Okay, fine. Baker Mayfield, Patrick Mahomes. I'm not going to say Josh Allen. I'm not going to say Jalen Hurts. Shoot, I mean, there's not that many. Stafford, there's not really that much. There's not really that many more. Dak, but Drake Maye's playing very similar to all those other quarterbacks. He's not turning the ball over. He's throwing the ball deep at an insane rate. Look at his numbers. The numbers speak for themselves. Dak Prescott, Patrick Mahomes, Baker Mayfield, Drake Maye, Matt Stafford.
Discarded the quarterback on the best team in the NFL right now.
Oh, Drake Maye's playing better than Daniel Jones. Come on. What?
I don't know.
Come on.
I think Daniel Jones is top 3 minimum.
You're telling me that Daniel Jones is playing better than Drake Maye this season.
Daniel Jones is playing phenomenal. Daniel Jones playing phenomenal.
Daniel Jones also, he's not turning the ball over. He's playing much better, but he also has Jonathan Taylor, who takes a lot of pressure off of him.
I agree. I think it's a similar case to last year of Saquon.
Daniel Jones, the same Daniel Jones who threw that interception and laid an egg against the Rams. That Daniel Jones.
Whoa! We're talking about the Daniel Jones that should have won that game if Adonai Mitchell does not fumble the ball.
It comes out, but I thought it didn't come down to one play. But is he the one that threw the interception at the end of the game?
No, you're right. He definitely did. But he would have been in that. He wouldn't have been in that situation if his wide receiver legit just held the ball while he was running in.
They still had the opportunity to win the game to win the game at the end, and they blew
it. So with your logic, why didn't you guys beat the Steelers?
What does Drake Maye carry the ball?
But he's that dude. He had the ball multiple times.
Okay, but the fumbles is not his problem.
What about against the Raiders?
Does he?
What about against the Raiders when they went past half?
Okay, do we really factor in week 1 like that important?
Yes, I do. The same Raiders are dead 3, the bottom 3.
Remember, it's week 1 in the NFL. You don't know what teams are what. It's a wild card in week 1.
I like the same Flowers.
The same Eagles in the week 1 that almost lost to the Cowboys. Those Eagles?
Yes, the same Eagles.
So it's week 1, so you really can't put much stock into week 1. Just like in college football, I'm not putting much stock into week 1.
It still counts.
Yeah, it does. Absolutely. Okay. But it doesn't matter as much as the rest of the season goes on.
Noted.
Do you see? Okay, so Drake Maye, what did you say? Drake Maye about what Drake Maye?
I'm just saying, I love Pats fans, and I'm cool with Drake Maye getting his flowers. But if you're a fan of football and you're trying to discredit the Colts, I would tell you to look in the mirror because you yourself have not faced better competition than the Colts.
I'm not saying we have, and I'm not ready to write the Patriots as a Patriots fan as a top 5 team in the NFL yet. I've got to see more.
Top 10.
Oh yeah, I mean that's a given. I feel like right now, but
Okay.
I'm saying though, right now they're not a top 5 team. They have to prove themselves. I'm not impressed by their cupcake schedule so far. Yeah,
They
cupcakes
got the
taste
Browns
great,
next.
but they got the Browns next. Yeah, they're favored by 7.5. They should kick the shit out of the Browns. They really should. I know the Browns have a good defense, but they should kick the shit out of the Browns easily.
Give me a score right now. Just call it right now.
Well, it's in Foxborough, so I'm gonna say Patriots 24, Browns 10.
Okay, valid.
Or okay, or 20 to 10. The Patriots win that game and they cover.
Okay.
But Drake Maye is playing like a top 5 quarterback right now.
I say not ironically 6-7. Like that's where I put him.
Name 5 other quarterbacks that are playing better than Drake Maye right now. Right now.
Dak Prescott,
Okay.
Baker Mayfield, Stafford, Mahomes, Daniels. I just gave you 5 minimum.
Daniel Jones, you meant.
Daniel Jones.
So Daniel Jones is playing better than Drake Maye.
I believe Daniel Jones is playing better than Drake Maye.
The Baker Mayfield, same one for the Detroit Lions Monday night and laid an egg. That one?
The same one that you chose
for MVP.
Or to cover.
I did.
Yeah.
Well,
everyone has a bad game. Everyone has a bad game.
Absolutely. Drake Maye didn't play that great against the Raiders week 1.
Exactly.
But I don't really count week 1. I don't count week 1. The Bengals beat the Patriots or the Patriots beat the Bengals last year week 1 with Jacoby Brissett.
That was a bad call, by the way. Very bad call.
Anyways, let's give Drake Maye his flowers. Beating Tom Brady's single game completion percentage is insane.
I give him a rose.
21 of 23, achieving a 91.3 completion percentage.
Against the
completion rate.
Titans. Are we serious right now?
They're still an NFL team.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Hey. All I'm saying is that watch out for the Patriots. That's all I'm saying. Watch out for the Patriots. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Mike Evans suffering a collarbone injury in the Lions game. That was tough to watch. I think Mike Evans should retire after this season. I don't think he has anything else left to prove. Obviously, he was linked to the Chiefs and the Bills not too long ago before he signed that contract extension with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But at this point here, I think the end of the road is here for Mike Evans. He did say that he wanted to retire potentially after the season. It's in the cards. I don't think he has anything else left to prove. He can't stay healthy. He's very banged up. I think at this point it's more of a headache for the Bucs than anything. And if I'm the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Mike Evans is run his course here. He's done enough. He's won a Super Bowl. He's got over 100 touchdowns. He's a Hall of Famer. I'd cut ties with him at the end of the season. I really would. Unless he wants to come back for a cheaper deal, but you can't afford to pay him what he's making right now.
Agreed.
That's how I feel about Mike Evans and the Bucs. And it sucks because the Bucs have played exceptionally well this year, but he just has not been able to stay healthy. It's a hamstring week, 1 week. Now it's the collarbone. He's out for the year. So I think at this point, the run has come to an end with Mike Evans. If he says, I want to come back for less money at the end of the year, absolutely. That the where he's at now, no. But I don't think Mike Evans wants to play for another team. I think he wants to retire as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer.
Yeah.
Talking about this one here. Oh, Cowboys fans. Oh, we're going to get Maxx Crosby. No. The Raiders said they have no plans of trading Maxx Crosby. And why the hell would the Raiders trade Maxx Crosby to the Cowboys for 2 lousy firsts that you got from Green Bay? What? No. Maxx Crosby's not going anywhere. They just signed him. They just gave him an extension this offseason, a 3-year extension, $106 million. No, the Raiders aren't trading Maxx Crosby.
Hypothetically,
okay,
would George Pickens and first, no, not even 2 firsts, a first and a third, George Pickens.
Whoa.
Would you do that trade?
Excuse me?
If you're
the Cowboys aren't trading George Pickens.
I'm just throwing it out there. He's on an expiring contract.
No. What? No, because you're trying to win a Super Bowl.
The agent is also
No, Ethan.
Is Micah Parsons' agent. I'm just saying. Just throwing it out there.
No, what? Why the hell would you do that? You're trying to win a Super Bowl. Why would you trade one of your best offensive players? You would trade George Pickens to the Raiders on an expiring deal? No.
You don't have a pass rush.
So you're telling me you would trade George Pickens to the Raiders?
If you're not going to re-sign him? Why not
So
try and
you utilize him as
get
much
him
as you can for the rest of the season. You don't trade him.
I guess. I don't know. I just don't know a hypothetical out there. Would you do it or not?
No, absolutely not. No. And Maxx Crosby's not going to the Dallas Cowboys. It's not freaking happening. They're not trading him there. Cowboys fans are delusional once again, thinking that because the reports came out, oh, he's linked to the Cowboys. He's not going there because they don't want to
No, he's
trade
not.
him. And Jerry
He's
Jones
not.
is very stubborn, but I could very well
If
see a Jerry Jones situation of he's going to try to trade those 2 first round picks for a defensive player, but it's not going to be
if
Maxx Crosby.
Crosby went to the Cowboys, just throwing it out there, there's no way in hell it happens because it
You're going to
shows
ask me
that
the Super Bowl contender.
no, it just shows that Jerry Jones is willing to pay a Maxx Crosby, and a lot of people are saying a white player over Michael Parsons. There's just no way.
Micah Parsons also demanded a lot more money than Crosby.
I would just be unbelievable though if that happened.
But I could very well see Jerry Jones doing that.
No.
But I don't see the Raiders giving Maxx Crosby up for 2 firsts. I don't see it. The Cowboys would have to have a player in return that the Raiders could have, right? The Cowboys would have to have some sort of player type value, and they don't have that other than George Pickens. And the Raiders don't want George Pickens. Why the hell would they want him? They want a building block type player for the future, not George Pickens.
You never know.
No, not going to happen. Oh, we got the Week 8 NFL games, of course. We got tomorrow night's game. We got the Chargers and the Vikings. We got the Jets and the Bengals tomorrow night. We got the Bills and the Panthers. Niners, Texans, Giants, Eagles, your game. Browns, Patriots, Bears, Ravens. Lamar Jackson is making his return. He's coming back. Dolphins, Falcons. That'll be an interesting one there as well. Bucks, Saints. A lot of trash talk going on there between those 2 division rivals. Cowboys, Broncos. The Cowboys haven't beat the Broncos since the 90s, which is crazy to think about. That'll be a sloppy game in Denver. Titans, Colts. Oof. Packers, Steelers. Rodgers return. All right. I didn't think I wanted to do a prediction for any of the games this weekend just because there's so much to cover and there's a lot to fucking cut up and clip. But if there's a Sunday night game that we have to predict, Packers are -3.5. Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers to beat the Green Bay Packers outright at home. Aaron Rodgers' revenge game against his former team. You know how he's going to want to play. The terrible towels. The Steelers are going to be buzzing. I fucking hate the Steelers with a passion, but they're going to beat the Green Bay Packers at home. Revenge game. Just lost the Cincinnati Bengals the week before. They have to win this game to stay afloat at the top of the AFC, along with the other teams, Patriots, Colts, as well. You know, of course, now Lamar Jackson's coming back, but Steelers are winning this game at home. Revenge game. They win this game. The Packers make a mistake by wearing those all white out jerseys. Steelers win this game. Terrible towels. What do you got? I freaking hate the Steelers, and I hate picking them, but that's what I got to go with.
I'm rocking with my GOAT.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
The same GOAT that lost to Joe Flacco and the Cincinnati Bengals the week before, the one that gave up their defense gave up 33 points. That one? Okay. All right. So we'll ride this one together.
You're blaming Aaron Rodgers for that game.
Hey, I'm just saying he played good, but Flacco outplayed him.
It's not hard when you're throwing in Jamar Chase 20 times.
Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Hey, he still completed the passes, though. I'm just saying.
God damn, DK Metcalf is a terrorist. And that left
There's
tackle,
not much.
lay off of Aaron Rodgers. Oh, my goodness.
DeJuan Jones. I love that. That was freaking hilarious. There's not much to talk about between the Commanders and the Chiefs for Monday night because now Mariota is going to be starting and Jaden Maida-Glass-Daniels is out, of course.
Hey, did you see that? Four ducks starting. QBU.
Bo Nix, Dylan Gabriel, Marcus Mariota, and don't tell me the other one. Marcus Mariota, Dylan Gabriel, Bo Nix. Do I know the other one? AFC, NFC. AFC.
Madison Beer.
Oh, Herbert. Oh, duh. Oh,
come
yeah.
On,
duh.
come on.
I drew a complete blank on that one.
I was going to say, that's the best one.
I drew a complete blank on that one. All right, baseball. Let's move on to it. World Series. I know you're not a big baseball guy, but we got to talk about this.
Oh my God. I'm getting into it. So let me just get your thoughts as a Yankees fan. How are you feeling?
Well, the Dodgers are going to beat the Blue Jays in 5 games.
Scrap that. How do you feel that the Blue Jays got to the World Series?
I'm not mad. I don't care because they're going to lose to the Dodgers, so I'm not
Yeah.
concerned.
Oh,
All I'm
okay.
going to say though, congrats to the Blue Jays and their fans. You made it to the World Series, but you're going to lose to the Dodgers in
Ronnie!
5. Yeah, you're going to lose to the Dodgers in 5. And Canada is cursed in sports. They really are. You saw what happened in the Stanley Cup the past 2 years. The Oilers can't beat the Panthers, and now the Dodgers are a total different animal than the Yankees and the Mariners. I've been trying to tell Blue Jays fans this. The Blue Jays are not ready for the Dodgers. They really aren't. They're not ready for them. They're playing against Ohtani and that Dodgers team, and how good that bullpen is, and how good the Dodgers are, and how they have starters coming out of their bullpen in late innings. Dodgers are a total different animal. And the Dodgers ruined baseball because they this and that. That narrative drives me absolutely insane. The Dodgers didn't ruin baseball, Ethan. They are just doing what they're allowed to do in this. There's no salary cap, so they can do whatever they want. The Yankees, last I checked, the Mets had the highest payroll in the MLB, and they didn't make the World Series. So you can say what you want about the payroll and how the Dodgers have ruined
Oh,
baseball, and they got
baseball is
Ohtani.
so crazy though.
They allow it. They're just
You're
doing what they're
paying
allowed to do in the
players.
rules.
No, I'm just like looking at it from someone that's outside trying to get into baseball, looking at the contracts. You're deferring most of your freaking contracts until
They're
they're like
allowed to
in their
do it, are they not?
retirement home.
They're allowed to do it.
That's just so crazy though.
But my biggest thing is the Dodgers didn't ruin baseball. They're just better at managing their money, and they're better at picking up players than other teams are. The Yankees have just as much money as the Dodgers. The Cubs have a lot of money. The Red Sox have a lot of money. Yeah, they got Ohtani, but Ohtani's not the only player on the team. Yeah, okay, they've got the most money. They've got a ton of money in baseball, but you know what? They know what they're doing. They know how to utilize it properly. Hey, the other teams, nobody said the Rays had to trade Tyler Glasnow to the Dodgers. Nobody said the Padres had to trade Blake Snell to the Giants, and the Giants. What Blake Snell was a free agent. All I'm saying is that the Dodgers are doing everything up amongst the rules. They're not breaking any rules. So the narrative, people hate that. And like Dave Roberts said before the season, Dodgers ruined baseball. Everyone said the Dodgers ruined baseball. Fans, they hear it, and the job's not done. And you know what? The MLB continues to allow it. Just like NIL and college football, there's no salary cap. There's no regulation.
How long until there is a salary cap, do you think?
In baseball? Oh,
yeah.
There's never going to be a salary cap in baseball. The Yankees dominated for years with no salary cap.
Interesting.
They allow it. So it's in the rules. Sorry, they have a really rich owner.
That's just so crazy to me.
Dodgers are going to win this series in 5 games. I'm telling you, maybe 6.
Is it
what?
What is it? Best
7. Best of 7. We also have to talk about though last weekend, Shohei Ohtani, arguably, from long as I've been alive as a fan standpoint, he had the greatest single game performance in sports history in this recent modern era.
Is Shohei the best baseball player that you've ever watched?
Well, yeah, because he pitches and he bats. I love to say Aaron Judge is the best player in the MLB, because he's not. Yeah. As a hitter standpoint, he's the best hitter in the MLB. But the fact that Ohtani answered the bell and he hit 3 home runs and he had 10 strikeouts in a single game performance is freaking ridiculous.
Better than Babe Ruth, I hear.
Yeah. He's better than Babe Ruth, because look at the modern era of baseball.
And he's
just continuing to solidify his case. He's going to win another MVP. He's going to win the World Series MVP when they win. He's going to win another World Series. So that's back-to-back World Series there. He's already got 2 MVPs. Yeah, 2. Yeah, because he won one with the Angels.
Is he equivalent to Aaron Donald?
No, he's better than Aaron Donald. No.
They're just like equivalents, though. Like
no. There's nobody comparable to Shohei Ohtani in sports right now.
Oh, okay.
Because he bats and he pitches. Nobody else does that. No, like Travis Hunter, but he's not anywhere near accomplished or.
Didn't they make a rule for him? They made a rule for him, right? Because of that, it was like
Ohtani
2 years ago. Yeah. The pitching, was it the pitching and throwing? I forgot. I thought there was a rule we talked about before. Like,
I'm not sure, but he's had Tommy John twice, and he's going to win another. He's going to win another MVP.
Crazy.
But before,
should I be a Dodgers fan? I
thought you were.
No,
I thought you were getting an Ohtani jersey.
Yeah, should that be my first jersey?
That should be your first jersey. I want to talk about this though from the NBA last night. The Thunder and the Rockets. We'll touch upon that briefly, of course. Yeah, you need a Shea jersey. You need a Shea jersey. All right, so aside from the Thunder and the Rockets, because it's great to have the NBA back, we wanted to talk about this pregame before yesterday, but other things happened. However, Lakers Warriors game. I watched the highlights this morning. I caught a little bit of the game last night. The Lakers are the same exact Lakers since last year. They have not changed at all. I know we got DeAndre, and I know they got DeAndre Ayton, but LeBron James is sitting on the bench, and it's sad to say this, but the Lakers are the same team. They're not a championship team. They're not winning anything, and it's sad because you're relying on your 40-year-old star to carry you again and again. There was Luka last night at 43, 12, and 9, but that type of basketball isn't going to win you a championship. And it sucks to say, but at some point, the Lakers are going to have to sit there and go, what are we doing as an organization, as a franchise, right? Because we traded for Luka Doncic. We're trying to build around him, but you still have LeBron James there as well. You either have to cut ties with LeBron or he has to retire. It's one or the other, because you can't continue to keep LeBron at the level that this is. You just lost to the Timberwolves 4-1 in the playoffs last year. You went and got DeAndre Ayton because you thought that was going to be an issue. That was your fixer with as a big man. The Lakers team I watched last night, I know it's only one game and there's some new pieces, but it's basically the same team. And you're relying on LeBron, a 40-year-old star, and that's their problem. That's their problem. And it was very obvious showing last night. You're begging, oh my God, LeBron, we need LeBron. It shouldn't be like that. It should not be like that. And that's the problem. That's the problem.
It's sad. My glorious king can get another one.
No, unfortunately, not with the Lakers. He's not. And I love LeBron. He's one of my favorite athletes of all time. He's not winning another championship with the Lakers.
Cleveland.
For LeBron to leave, oh my gosh! I think LeBron should just retire. I really do. I think at this point he's proven everything.
You're just a LeBron hater.
No, I'm not. I'm being realistic.
Yes, you are. I'm just trying to watch my glorious king once in my life.
I'm being realistic.
The day I go to a LeBron game, oh my gosh. Best day ever. Best day of my life.
I'm being realistic.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
He just needs an opportunity to get into the showcase. Yeah.
It's very frustrating to talk about. It really is. Why is this focused? There we go.
It's focused out. Yeah, better now. It's better now.
There we go. Well, anyways, last night, yeah, we talked about that there. It was, I don't know if you saw, but Michael Jordan with the pregame, that was cool to see. At the halftime, it was cool to see Michael Jordan get interviewed by Mike Tirico, a little 3-minute segment, and a lot of people were excited to see Michael Jordan be interviewed, and it was cool to see like a glimpse of Michael Jordan. There's going to be more to it than that. I feel like we're going to get, but yeah, it's cool to see Michael Jordan. I'm surprised that he's even doing it. I guess maybe he's just bored, or all the money he has and he doesn't care and he just wants to, get a little bit touch into basketball. But be cool to see into Michael Jordan's mind. It really will be.
Your GOAT.
Did you have it? That is not my GOAT. Did you have anything else to add that we missed? I think we got everything.
We got everything.
Well, next show, we're talking about Taylor Swift's album, because I didn't get to talk about it with you.
You want to talk about Maplewood? Redwood?
No.
You sure?
No, Japanese maple tree.
You sure?
Did you listen to the album though? You listen to the album?
No, I didn't actually. I didn't get the opportunity.
I thought you did. I thought you listened to some of the album.
No, I was supposed to go live and listen to it, and then my viewer said, "No, please don't throw that on." So I didn't throw it on.
They're that big of haters.
They just like, please, we don't want to listen to it right now. Like, you can do that in your free time. And I was like, okay. Never got the opportunity to.
The album grew on me after the first time I listened to it. I was like, oh yeah, I got to give it like one or two more times.
I hear that a lot because there's one of my friends follows you. She loves like your Taylor Swift takes. So she was like, when I listened to it initially, it didn't really impress me, but as I kept like going, like it's been getting better and better. I was like,
we need a Taylor Swift clip before. I need like one for the girls, just one. So what are we going to talk about Taylor Swift wise from the album?
You can just talk
I
about
need something.
that song.
Give me
That song.
something. Wood? She knew
Talk,
exactly what she was doing.
talk about that song,
All right.
man. I'll
If
let
I
you take a.
if I were to give you my pull up the album, pull up the album, the songs on there. There's 12 songs on the album. I'll give you my top 5. That we'll do that. I'll give you my top 5.
The Fate of Ophelia,
Yep.
Elizabeth Taylor,
Yep.
Opalite,
Mhm.
Father Figure, Eldest
Yeah.
Daughter, Ruin the Friendship,
Yep, they're all
Actually
good.
Romantic,
Every song
Wish,
actually
Wish List,
romantic.
Wish List,
Wish list. I
Wood,
just want you. Yeah, wish list
Canceled,
would, of course.
Honey, and
Canceled.
The Life of a Showgirl.
So every song is good on the album. I've said this repeatedly. It's so hard for me to pick a top 5. It really would be. I don't know, man. Okay,
Oh, you're
no order.
struggling.
No, I know. I always do this with Taylor Swift songs. No order. Opalite, The Fate of Ophelia. Opalite, The Fate of Ophelia. Honey. Wood. And then what would be my 5th one? Ruin the Friendship is really good. They're all good though. That's my problem.
There's
They're
no
all
way.
good. I can't.
There's
They
no
are.
way.
They're all good. They really are.
Jesus.
I would say those. I would say from as a top 5, those would be my 5. No order though. So don't get it. Don't nobody get their socks knocked off because
I'm gonna press
5.
play as soon as we end this live. I'm gonna just or end this stream podcast. I'm gonna just press play and just start listening to it while I
You're
clean.
gonna listen to it.
Yeah. The fate of
Oh, you know, I'm so tired right now.
You are? Yeah, it's a long
Oh
one.
yeah, it's 10:40 for me. Well, not even that, but it's also too. We were supposed to record earlier, so I'm like my energy is like a little deflated.
You gotta have coffee.
I did
Do you drink,
earlier today.
do you drink
Yeah, I
coffee?
do.
No.
Occasionally. I've been up here. I've been waking up early, so I've been drinking some.
No.
All right. Do you want to hear a funny story? I'll get one funny story. You ready for this?
Go ahead.
Ready for it? All right.
Yeah.
You know the show Hot Ones?
Yeah, the wings. And the bald guy, yeah.
All right. So we were in college one time and I was visiting some friends for the weekend and they had the Da Bomb sauce there. And I decided to put the Da Bomb sauce on some ramen noodles. And I didn't know that the Da Bomb sauce was that hot. So I took a little dabble of it. I was like, oh, okay, I'll do a little touch of it. I was like, oh, I don't feel anything. This isn't spicy. Like, what are people talking about? I don't feel anything.
Yeah.
I didn't feel anything at first. Fast forward a few minutes, it all hell broke loose. It went down from there. Now, mind you, I have my contacts in, so this is fucking horrible. I dabble a little more. And from there, I kid you not, it was so freaking painful. My body started hurting. My hands started hurting. I tried to get my contacts out of my eyes because I was in so much pain. And I was running around the house. It was like freaking out, like knocking on my friends' doors. I was like, dude, oh my God, I'm screaming. To get these contacts out of my eyes. I was in so much pain because the bomb sauce. I didn't even realize that it was that spicy. It's the spicy the hottest one.
Yeah.
Wow, that was terrible. So I ended up getting the contacts out of my eyes. But yeah, that was actually a stupid mistake on my end. So yeah, I took the Da Bomb sauce and I doused
So
it in
you
ramen
are
noodles.
admitting that you don't have a good spice tolerance.
No, I hate spicy stuff. No, I do not like spicy stuff. But that's my Da Bomb story. Then I had this, and I tried it, and I was like, oh, I went, this is pretty good. And then I went, oh, nah. And then from all hell broke loose from there. Literally, the gates of hell opened up. You opened up the cage, and all the animals came out.
Update real fast. VJ
Yeah.
Edgecombe just had the most points as a rookie. As a
40?
rookie debut this century.
40?
34 points.
Wow, damn. I'm not watching right now. I know that the Knicks and the Cavs were on earlier, but on that note, guys, that's got to do it for us. I got to get to bed. But however, make sure to follow us on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts, the Inquisitive Mamba podcast. Hopefully, we'll have some more energy for you guys next week. We got kind of energy this week. Anyways, we covered a lot. Billy Napier's firing from the Florida Gators. Lane Kiffin potentially linked to the Gators. Drake Maye playing like a top 5 quarterback. I shall say the Miami Dolphins are in absolute turmoil. Taylor Swift's top 5 songs off the album. Ethan's Birds, big game this weekend. Dodgers Blue Jays World Series. We talked about that. A lot went on this past week. Maxx Crosby linked to the Cowboys with that trade. Is that going to happen? But make sure to follow Ethan's TikTok as well, the Couch Reports. He's going to be going live here soon for you guys. We're almost at 1,000 followers too as well. Ohio State, all that talk there in college football. We're going to be getting some college football playoff rankings pretty soon here. Miami folding like a lawn chair against Louisville. We'll see you guys next week. Just remember, it's always Mamba mentality. I just want you, have a couple kids at the whole block. Wood. We'll see you guys next time.